You coming in? Hola. How's everybody doing tonight? I need to tweet this out. Shane M. How you doing? I'm not sure who you are. Hey, Val Milk, how's it going? It was a fun video you had today. I have some Disney Plus somewhere. I think I have. I just got a Pooh and small Tigger. I have a bunch of big Tiggers I got in the garage sale this year. I got tons of them. I made a lot of money on that, even in my flea market booth. Yeah, that golf cart is actually it's got the symbol on the side. I picked it up because I thought it was neat because I'm a golfer. But then it says Bushwood, and I'm a huge fan of Caddyshack the movie, and so it's an actual Caddyshack like golf cart thing. And I got it for like $2 at Goodwill, and I got to sell, but there's no way I'm selling that. It's too cool. I'll never find that again. Um, Going to sing? Well, maybe one day I can sing. All right. I got pretty good singing on my mower. Nothing else to do all day. Hey, Candace. Appreciate you coming by. Shane M, are you a reseller or is it someone I know from my past days? Maybe Shane McMillan. Maybe that's the only Shane M I think I know. You may have any questions? I was just coming on and chit chat. And it's freezing rain outside, nothing else to do. I figured I'd list some stuff while I'm sitting here. Got some eBay things to list and take my pictures right here. So, right on. Thanks, Shane, for joining in. If you have any questions, I do a flea market booth. I sell on eBay, and I have an antique mall booth too. So, if you have any questions about those things, I can give you a little insight. Maybe not the best, but hey, most of us are a bunch of resellers, and we also create on YouTube. So we're all creators who kind of like to find better ways to create content, and lives are a good way to get some watch hours because you got to have a lot of watch hours to once you get 1,000 subscribers. And so this is a way to chit chat with people, give them a place to chit chat with each other because we're all kind of the same. We like YouTube. We feel like we get something out of it more than watching TV, at least sometimes. Yeah, the Bearded Picker is a new reseller. What should I buy? When do I know when I go full time? How much money did you make every week, Bearded Picker? I bet you get that question every day. Everybody should join up Bearded Picker. He's got great content. Of course, most of them know in here. Shane is good. Cool. I'm glad I love to get new content, new ideas. I'm always open to new things. Thanks for joining, everybody joining. I didn't have much to talk about, just giving a place to everybody to chit chat. I don't know who's live right now of all of our friends, but did I miss a question? Even though you aren't new to reselling, I think it's still a good question. I guess I missed a question. I'm sorry. Maybe it's something I said. I'm not listening to myself. I'm an idiot. Oh, a bearded pig. Yeah. Cool, Val Milk. I appreciate you giving me some watch hours. As I was telling you, my best watch hours I ever had was a bunch of people joined in, and I thought they were trolling me, but it was actually people trying to give other people watch hours. and we blocked them and stuff. And I ended up finding out they weren't. They actually trying to help people out. So I went. Now we're friends, and she comes into my chats a lot of times whenever I'm doing it because they know they're trying to give a little extra. Hey, one thread at a time. I forget what your first name is. If you wouldn't please remind me. I like to try to remember. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Kimmy. Okay. Thank you. You don't know Scott, huh? Yeah, sure. Scott was one of the first I started watching. Um, him and Cincinnati Picker. I love their garage sale stuff and their knowledge on, like, they would ask for video games, and they usually ask, "Hey, do you have any more video game stuff?" It's good to ask. A lot of people don't put it out. They're like, "Oh, you want to buy it?" So, and that's worked for me many a times. Man, I've made some killer deals just from those little small little hints that are huge. Um, Such a good benefit for everybody. Thanks, everybody. I'm sorry, Kimmy. I apologize. I'm not the best with names. We got a lot of people in our community now. It's kind of crazy. But you've been in my chats quite a few times, so I appreciate it. If anybody has any questions, just give me a shout. I don't really have much. Bo was up here a minute ago, but he took off. I don't think he likes when I talk. I'm not talking to him. Yeah, it is. And yours is Valerie, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I apologize. I just Valamilk's such a cool, interesting, different name. I love it. I still always think about that gingerbread uh, roll tide. Yeah, yeah. You don't even care about pro. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, you're like a lot of my buddies back home. That gingerbread one with Valamilk is awesome. It's you got to go back and watch that one. She shoots the gingerbread man. It's hilarious. Yeah, yeah. Fur baby gets jealous. Yeah. No. Hey, Harry. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. I'm waiting for your next live. Appreciate your lives a lot. Yeah, Chiefs did pretty good. Their defense has just stepped up. It's what's made the separator. And then, shoot, that run Mahomes at the end of that half is insane. You don't see that kind of stuff very often. And I started looking at it and like really studying it. He started running at the 37. He ran across the field about 15 yards and then ran 27. So he ran like 55 yards to get that run. So it's pretty nuts. Staying and chuked out two guys and stayed in bounds, and then went in through. He even lost the ball for a second. He came back in and grabbed it. Ragland, yeah, man, that guy's good. I like him. I like the way he plays. It's hard to be a linebacker anymore. You got to be big and strong. You got to cover. You got to be fast, and then you got to a guy like Henry. You got to be able to tackle that guy too. It's got to be a hard position to be good at anymore. That's what I used to play in high school. If you can imagine, this 160 used to be 205, which worked into 2A, but cool. Tingling with excitement. Right on. That's good to hear. It's hard to get good deals this time of year. You probably got another one of those Facebook deal things. Hey, Christy. Thanks for joining in. I need to do. Do I have photos? I guess I missed the space. Well, it's weird to watch myself live on my phone. 2 seconds, and it's weird. Share to Twitter. I haven't set up my Twitter on my computer yet. Tweet. You give yourself a thumbs up. Yeah, no kidding. Huh? I was just playing around Didn't have much to do. Like I said, it's ice in here. I can't do anything. I had to cancel my mandolin lessons. That, I don't like doing that shit. But hey, Flippin' Hustler, got some great videos. I appreciate you for joining. If you have any questions or anything, just chit chat with each other. I was just looking at some of my other Mahomes autographs. I got this one listed, $1,600. It's a piece of his Texas Tech jersey. It's 2-color, and this is what they call an on-card auto. And because a lot of times they're stickers, and so they'll just have a tablet of stickers. No player go through and sign all the whole tablet. But this one, Patrick Mahomes grabbed this card and wrote on it. So that makes it worth more money to the collectors. And then it's 2 colors of the jersey, and it's the Texas Tech jersey, which is cool. And why it's gray is because to make a card, you have to have 3 printing plates, and it stamps the card with that plate. And this one was what would it be? The black one, and it would chink chink, and then they add the cyan and then the magenta, and so it's 101. It says 101 on the back, so it's only one because it's a plate that made the cards. So just a little something to know about. Yeah, thanks Todd for joining up, man. Appreciate it. And this is another Mahomes printing plate, but this one's a sticker. You can kind of see a sticker, and then this is the jersey, the patch, the Lamar Hunt patch on it. And this was the 101 too, but not only that, but this is like XR. It's like probably the third best of the Panini. It's probably the third best series they do in a year, and it's a perfect auto, and it's 4-color. Since that's what you'd list it and you'd say 4-color, but just in case anybody gives a crap. Well, thanks for joining, Bear Picker. I appreciate you giving me a little view time, and you know how it goes. Us youngins grinding along. Yeah, it's what I've done most of my life, and I've just mixed it in. I found Cincinnati Picker and Bearded Picker, and it started making me realize I can turn some of that stuff faster instead of worrying about getting a collector. That I have to find a specific person that wants that card. I have to find me. There ain't very many me's out there, but I can sell something by 50 cents at the garage sale and turn it into 35. First time I did that, I was like, ooh, got a TI 83 plus, and I bought it for $2 because I saw a bolo on Cincinnati Picker. It was the day before, and I went to garage sale. The guy had it. He bought a storage unit, grabbed it. Next day, I put it on. I saw the comps, saw the solds. It's like 37, 39. I put it up for 35. It sold in like 3 hours. I was like, ooh, okay. So I know, it's a sell-through rate. They teach you a sell-through rate. It's how long you don't have to, how long you hold that money. Don't squeeze every drop out of it. And so I realized the collecting thing is iffy. Mahomes is awesome. I got it. I did it. I was smart with Mahomes, and I'm glad that that's the only thing I really invested in. But it can be really risky. When I saw him blow out his kneecap early in the year, it scared the living crap out of me. I don't know how he came back in 2.5 games. Honestly, still this day. Hey NASCAR man, thanks for joining. Can't wait to get my NASCAR officially my bluegrass picker NASCAR thing. When we decide it here in the next couple months, it'll be fun. Colorado, Minnesota. You've been all over the place. I do like Colorado. I love Colorado Spring area, honestly. Thank you for lurking. Yeah, I love our community. I'm excited to know what Harry's got. Got me all tingling. If you're excited, that means it's gonna be good. Cannon City. Where is Cannon City? Yeah, I love Colorado. It's beautiful. I really enjoy northern people. If people knew how beautiful northern Arkansas and southern Missouri was, there'd be a lot of people here. I'm kind of glad no one knows. Yeah, I hear you. Well, thanks, NASCAR man. I appreciate you. Hey, flipping crazy. Thanks for jumping in for a minute. Just soaking up your watch hours. I appreciate you. And I'm sure you know most of the people on in here. A little bit of our community. I'm sure there's some good ones on right now. I didn't even look. I know that a couple of pickers should be coming on anytime. I like watching theirs, so I don't wouldn't blame anybody. But I like to put up and I like to open a couple tabs and watch a few lives. I'm sure everybody else kind of does that too, or go back and forth. I watch one on my computer, watch one on my phone. What dork. Stop watching TV and then I just watch YouTube. Just I don't know. At least I'm getting something out of it from the resellers. I feel like at least I'm giving them something or I'm getting something back. I guess that's what community is, huh? If anybody has any questions, give me a shout. But I was just gonna chit chat for a while. I had some things to list. I figured if no one joined on, I would. Here's one I just listed. Uh, Mike Trout autograph. Anybody knows baseball knows Mike Trout is probably going to be known as one of the best players of all time, probably top 10 already, let alone he's got another 6 years of playing time easy, if not 10. He's signed another 9, I think. But anyway, it's a his autograph and it's a piece of a bat. And then this is uh, Mark Trumbo and a piece of his jersey. So it doesn't really add that much value, but it adds a little value. And it's 20 of 25. It's a perfect auto, but it's a sticker auto. Yeah, but it's a good card. It's not his rookie or anything, but I only got it for 250. I have it listed for like 650 because I don't really want to sell it. But if it sells, yeah, there we go. Yeah, Millville, New Jersey. I really like him. That's why I don't really want to sell. He's a nice guy. So you know he's going to be around for a while. He's a good guy. Hey, Story Scavenger. Thanks for jumping on in. I need to tell my buddy I'm live. Yeah. Road Warrior Reseller. Where you at? Bo, where you at? Just come here, Bubba. Hey, it's Todd. Thanks, Tanya, for joining me. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Derek Jeter in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he should have got it. I don't know why people do that. There's just that one media guy that probably shouldn't even be voting. I mean, Derek Jeter. I don't think anybody that was at. I don't think any baseball player had 3,000 hits with the Yankees other than Jeter. I think Mattingly went on to get him, but he went on somewhere else. I'm gonna have to look that up. Most hits for Yankees. Now I'm interested. I know Babe Ruth didn't. I'm a big Royals fan and a Cardinals fan. But if you don't know anything about the Yankees, you're not a baseball fan. And my favorite was Joe DiMaggio. Um, he had 364 home runs in his career, and he had like 366 strikeouts. He almost had more home runs in his career than strikeouts. Like what? I Tony Gwynn was close too, but you know, he didn't hit that many home runs. Derek Jeter. Thanks, Misha. Appreciate you for joining in. Thanks for giving me some watch hours. Almost got 20. All right. Appreciate it. Really helps the views and the watch time really help a lot. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Where is it? Hits. Mm, shoot. Yeah. Derek Jeter, 3,400. The next closest was 2,700 for Lou Gehrig. So Derek Jeter's the only one that has 3,000 hits as a Yankee. That's huge. And to have, I think he had, what, 300 home runs? I mean, his defense got shabby there at the end. It was just mainly range, but it was only really to one side, one way he could still. He was amazing. I really appreciate watching. He turned that. Him and A Rod turned that position into something different, where you had to be a hitter. Hey, here's Lynn. How you doing? How's everybody sales doing? Everybody doing okay? Or anybody have any big sale days or anything they want to discuss? My eBay's been doing pretty good. Just listing things. Seems like everything I list, I get sales. I think they pushed down some of my things. I'm just gonna start taking off things that aren't selling. It almost makes it look like my store isn't doing as good, not performing as good. You know what I mean? Hey, hey Jen. Hope you're feeling good. Sorry, I missed your. I don't know. I'm not very good at reading these chats yet. I think anybody that does lives kind of know it's kind of hard to. I'm getting better at it, but interview. I think I'm going on. I need to check my messages. Me and Resale King are going to go on. I think for an interview. Me and him are going to go live together tomorrow, and we're going to talk about our flea market booths and things that just take questions on if anybody has any questions about it. Since we both do it, and it's mainly me and him and Commonwealth Picker are the only ones that are creating that have a flea market booth inside. Made 2 eBay shoe sales for several months. Cross listed we can sold quick and cool. Do you do a lot of cross listing? Do you use Vindu? I don't. I only have like 160 up right now, so I'm not too worried. Mine are a little higher. I'm not too worried about cross listing. I can do some stuff on Mercari, but there's not people looking for baseball cards and sports cards there. So I had some clothes and stuff on there, and they weren't. I didn't get really many looks. I think we're gonna do 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. Resale King's like the younger me. I could see it. He's even more than me with his understanding of the F-15 Eagle. Good Lord. Lists perfectly. Try to get 500 listings. Have fun. Wow. Some people have been talking bad about Poshmark. Yours is performing good. I guess if you're active more than everybody else, I'm sure you're probably performing better than everybody else with that platform. Yeah, Harry, you'd be good at a booth. Because there's some things that I don't want to sell, so I just price them really stupid high, and then their decoration. And um, but you do have to think about people handling crap, picking it up. So a couple of mine I have that are glass, so you have to ask to get in. But like I put a sign in the back that says call this number, they'll come down there, so you don't have to walk back to the front because one of mine's pretty big. But things to think about, because you have glass and stuff they're picking up. People pick it up and throw it back anywhere. They'll leave it on the floor. They'll put it in another booth. So that's some of the things that are kind of a problem. But it kind of goes with happens about as much as you get returns on eBay. So you get a lot of returns on eBay that they're probably screwing you or trading you out with something they didn't want, or you can't really prove it. Blah blah blah. Anyway, Cajun Roots is here. Oh, Cajun Roots has a booth too. Cool. Yeah, I think I have him. I'm probably not getting his bell or something. You know how that goes. Sometimes it knocks your a notification off. Yeah, I think it would suit Harry. He's got some cool stuff. He has the eye. And then what's cool is when you give yourself open to buy more things, you'll pick up more things because you have a place to put them. That's what I found. Unfortunately, my death pile became a quite a pile real quick, but it's made it easy and kind of like I can't source through the winter. So you sold a lot of glass, huh? I can't sell much glass. I'm trying to sell it cheap, just get rid of it. Yeah, you can fill a booth easily. You know, I did it because I got a Vero on eBay one time, and I realized I'm selling only here. If I'm really giving this a whirl, I need to make sure I'm not, pigeonholed into one thing. So that's when I went out and got the boost. Yeah, that golf cart, Misha, is it says Bushwood on the side of it. It's got the emblem from the movie Caddyshack. And so I was gonna buy it to resell. It was one of those I brought it home. I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna find that again, so I'm keeping it. Unless I find another one, I'll buy it and sell that one. Family flips, good. I saw Cincinnati Pickers start doing an antique booth, and so because I do an antique booth and a flea market booth, and I got three glass cages. So I guess I am a little bit unique when it comes to that. I don't sell on Amazon though or Poshmark. I've tried. I've got them downloaded. Trying to get this better. People buy at a booth. Impulse decisions. Looks even super. Yeah. Well, and what I found about people at a booth, people at a flea market, they don't know how to comp. We know how to buy better. We know how to shop. They don't. And so you can get away with selling stuff that on eBay you couldn't get that much because you can compare prices on eBay. And so people don't know what it's worth. They just go and say, well, it's sold for this. Well, I'm not selling for that. But in there, they don't really know how to a lot of times. So I've gotten more money for things, especially because of some things that are heavy you can't ship very easy. So you're getting less of a price on eBay because they're paying for the shipping, and you kind of have to go lower than what you want to get out of it. But it's what I've noticed. And some things you can't get as much because it's just the way it is. And then it's more of a long tail. Misha, I missed something. Oh yeah, the golf cart. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, my room's dirty. I apologize. Probably worse than I got my Joe Montana, Jerry Rice autograph up there, and it's a photo together. It's really cool. I have the Brett Saberhagen autograph. He was my favorite pitcher, as a Royals pitcher back in the day. And I try to keep the stuff that people probably don't really want. The Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, I'll never sell that. That's just too dang cool. Because it's hard to get an autograph of any of them, but to have it on the same thing together, whew, I didn't even look at the comps on that. I should probably have it better protected, honestly. Harry, just go in there and look at their comp prices and just see what if you could go under their prices and see what they're selling for. Yeah, you should do it because it's fun. You're already kind of, especially if it's not far from you, it's fun. It really is. And like ours, I just ask them. Someone will be on a waiting list. You put your name in, and they'll tell you, oh, 3 or 4 weeks, but they might call you quicker. And they give an email. So if their stuff's buying, they'll email you so you know what to go replenish without having to go up there, look, see what's sold, come back home, replenish it. You know what I mean? So, and then you know what's selling to buy before you have to go back too. So, um, one of them I was at, they said, well, we'll just send you a picture if you text me. It didn't work as easy. I was so busy, but just kind of ask them how they do things. And, you know, a lot of people, they're paying a lot of money to have it in the storage, their stuff in a storage unit. You might as well put it where it can get sold, and they're storing it for you and selling it for you, and it's 10%. but just like eBay, but you're not, if they're not using a credit card, you're not going to get the PayPal fee. So it's a little cheaper and no returns. And so you don't have to worry about out the door done. And, there's a few things, but like I said, some people steal, but getting close to the front is if you can. That's what people go on a waiting list because it'll be other people in other booths trying to get closer to the front, or close to a bathroom because that's where traffic's at or something. But yeah, I like it. The only hard part is setting it up right at the beginning, and after that, it kind of runs itself by what sells. Walt Frazier, wow, and Daryl Boston, both awesome players. Walt Frazier was tall basketball. Daryl Boston was a great lefty for the White Sox. Will they ever be valuable? They already are, but it's probably more limited. Daryl Boston would have been. I think he made the Hall of Fame. I have to look that back. Maybe that was Harold Baines. No, that was Harold Baines. Walt Frazier's probably more valuable. It just kind of depends on what it is and how good the auto is. A lot of it has to do with how crisp it stays. Because if you come up and if it's smeared or any, sometimes it may not even be worth much at all, unfortunately. But they're valuable to somebody. Someone was a fan. Daryl Boston was good, and so was Walt Frazier. But it'd be someone from Chicago for Daryl Boston or wherever Walt Frazier played. I can't remember. Yeah, yeah. And like for me, charging for the space, Harry says, and I agree. I have to pay $90, which is not cheap, but I have a lot of stuff that I know I can source really easy and cheap, and I don't have to go. I don't have to go source it. It's just there, and I know where it's at. And sorry, I'm getting notifications. So that kind of pays for me to have the stuff that I'm really wanting to sell. You know what I mean? It kind of pays the stuff that just pays the rent. Um, so, and like I said, some of the stuff I get more than I do on eBay. So in a weird way, I'm making more money, and some of it I couldn't sell on eBay. It wouldn't even sell, and then I put it out there and it sold. But that's a flea market booth. So antique mall is different. They want collectibles only, sometimes only antique. It depends on what each place, what their rules are, because everybody's a little different, and which I like. And but you know, sometimes when it's all antique though, it's almost too pricey, and you can't get any deals at all. And then people just won't come back because everything seems to be too perfect in an antique mall. You know what I mean? Hey, Mountain Man, appreciate you for joining. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't know how many people would be on. I was going to start posting stuff, but since there's enough people here to chit chat it with, deep into the sandbox. I've seen you in chats. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. What you posting, Mountain Man? When you buy shirts, what do you? Exactly, Harry. That's kind of what I've done too. You just get this bigger stuff where they just can't steal. That's what the stuff I'm worried about stealing. I have in my glass cages. Deep into the sandbox. I'm not quite sure. Well, hey Tracy, thanks for joining me. Everybody, everybody that's in here, join Tracy. She has great lives. She does creating videos too, and she's got a lot of great knowledge. So everybody needs to join up and follow hers. And when they do lives, they actually answer questions as much as they can, and don't beat around the bush. So it's refreshing. Some people are trying to be so nice, it comes off ungenuine. So I appreciate them. That's why I like a couple of pickers. They should be on. Are they on tonight? I should. I don't want to mess up their stuff. I know it won't. Everybody will jump over there anyway. Well, you can tell when the star comes in. You're in my chat. Thanks, Tracy. Appreciate it. Same thing when Bearded Picker comes on here. Grab mostly vintage T-shirts. Yeah, I wish I could find them. I don't find single stitch much. It's great. I'm glad you do. Yellowstone MP. Cool. Yeah, if I found vintage Tom and Jerry, that ain't leaving my house. Hey, Swamp Picker. Thanks, Glenn, for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, Bearded Picker came in and was asking how to get subs and when I knew that go full time. Hey, Lisa Rob. Appreciate you for joining. Are you going live here in a minute? I don't know the schedule. I'm just going live because it's icing and nasty here. I can't do shit. It's annoying. I'm just gonna list some stuff. I need to talk to Resale King. I think we're gonna go live about 11 in the morning. Wait till after Tommy and Tracy and try to go before. Who's going noon? We're just gonna do like an hour about answering flea market booth questions if anybody's interested in that kind of stuff. That's fine, Tracy, because I just, I need the view hour, so I appreciate that. No live tonight? Okay, couple figures. Damn. I love it. I love listening. Yours is so, I like it because I can just sit back and listen. Nice deep into the sandbox. NASCAR man knows so much about toys. Follow him. You follow him now so you know what to pick up when you get there. I'm telling you, do it now. If you don't already, you probably already do. Yeah, I like the lives with Tracy and Tommy, and of course they just get better and better. Everybody gets better and better at what they're doing. You know what I mean? I think that I don't know. I was telling my buddy today about Road Warrior Reseller. He's my buddy, and I was telling him about how I thought it was so cool how Tommy had all that stuff go on. He didn't go around telling people about and how bad it was and how weird, selling so much stuff. They think you're a drop shipper. And right at Q4, right when he decided to go full at it, and he didn't go around whining about it. He still put out those cool items for the brush fires um, donations. And probably if anybody that needed to keep that for himself at that time, and he still did it because and I just think that was just the coolest thing. That's quite an integrity that I think we should all. And he didn't tell anybody about it, but I saw it. Wednesday and Friday mornings. Okay, it's good to know. We need to have a schedule. Georgina, she had on Instagram, she had the schedule, and it's amazing how many lives, like a lot of Z, and um, it'd be good to have. We need a TV guide for all the good lives, so we all don't overlap on each other in a weird way. Because our community kind of we like to give each other good community back. Okay, yeah, I figured you did know NASCAR, man, but just in case, that's cool. I just love how much information people give us. It's amazing. You're a toy pro already. Good. I'm pretty sure I'm already subscribed to you. I'll make sure I'm got my bell on. They throw the bell off sometimes. I've noticed that I've went back over things. And did anybody else catch that Rally Roots 100,000 live the other day? That was freaking cool. All the people on there, and I don't like their creating videos as much anymore. I mean, that's what I started liking them, but I love their lives. To see them being just, you know, that's where they shine, I think. Not the other ones are bad, but thanks, Midwest Picker. Appreciate you for always watching my videos and giving me a comment every time. That always helps. You know how that goes. Mountain Man, why aren't you doing a live? You should be doing some lives. We'll have to do a live together at some point soon. You did fine that night on. I didn't catch all of it. I'm sorry. With you and Drew, that looked fun. I need to go back and watch that. That was looked really interesting. I don't know what happened. I missed it. I don't know if I didn't get the notification. It came in late. I don't know. Made me mad. Four Eyed Hustler. I've seen you in some chats. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Yeah, they had 1K in that chat. It was flying. It was like that one But one time I was watching Craigslist Hunter Pete when he had the auction for the World War I guy. There was like 2,000 people in the chat. I couldn't. I stopped looking. It was making me sick in my stomach. It was going so fast. Thanks, Lobster. Thanks for joining in. That's cool, Deep In. I appreciate everybody for joining in and listening to me talk for a minute. Got me some hot chocolate for the nice ice weather we have out there. Yeah, 1K is nuts. I mean, they were when Rally Roots is surprised. It's funny. What was really cool about that, I'll never forget. I keep bumping that. Sorry. I'll never forget was Commonwealth Picker Kevin was in there, and we're all fanboys of Rally Roots somewhat. We kind of all started there at least, and made me realize you can make money on clothes. I had no freaking idea, especially 80s and 90s clothes. But Kevin said the same thing that I did. My first video that got in all my reselling, because I already resold cards and stuff, but I realized I could do everything else, was a Rally Roots. It was the one where am I going to jail for this or something like that? Whenever he was selling that, I think it was an iPad or something, and it was stolen, and the police came to get him because he's selling it on eBay. eBay, I think, maybe it was Facebook Marketplace. Anyway, that thumbnail that got me to him, and then it sent me to Cincinnati Picker, Bearded Picker, Garage Flips, Part-Time Picker, RVA Flips, and then I went into Commonwealth Picker, and then it's all over after that. And then I just found the community, a lot of Josh, uniquely me, and Harry and Tommy, and it's just I'm just pretty blessed because, like I was telling part-time pickers, it's not that I've learned so much as much as I've not made mistakes I would have made because they're helping you with not making mistakes, and that's always more devastating than the good bolos. You know what I mean? Even though bolos are good, but it's the mistakes. The Velcro Zaviro and the different things that who knows it. Most people will make. I did. And I knew it. Stupid. Still put Velcro up there like an idiot. I saw it. And I'm like, dummy. Your bell moves too. I think someone said if you're not watching them enough, it'll automatically knock it off. Something in their algorithm. I don't know. Hey Eric, thanks for joining in. It's cold here too in Florida. It snowed, tiny flitters in south. No kidding. Wow, interesting. This weather's just weird. Yeah, Lobster. Instagram. Send me a message or something, or I don't know, we figure something out. Get in there and chit chat. I can give you a good idea if you need to grade them or something. Tell you how to do it. Thanks for keeping me in your live going, Christy. I appreciate it. Beats headphones. That's the first episode I watched too. Oh, the Beats headphones. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. That was your first two. Yeah, it was just funny to think that Commonwealth Picker, my favorite, because he does a flea market booth too, and he's a baseball freak. He's my age exactly, pretty much. I think I'm a year older. I have to give that out. And if you know how old he is, um, uh, it's just funny that we, joining in, all of us kind of, the YouTube got us into this community from that one video that was so good. And I think it's the best performing one, It's just weird to think that a weird bad that whole day and I think she even said that she didn't want to put that video out. She didn't want to do it, and then it ends up being their best thing. It's just showing themselves naked, kind of. Sorry if I missed anything in the chat. It's going a little fast. I appreciate everybody for joining. You remember that video too? Yeah, 4 Hour Hustler. Yeah. Yeah, Dana, I did too. I really do. Like I said, when you're taking pictures in your house and packaging up things, taking things to the post office, you're not around a bunch of people, so it's you can't help but be a little bit lonely. I mean, Lisa and Rob, at least they can be around each other, but I'm sure it works negatively as much as it works positively. But yeah, it's kind of a lonely thing. So this is really nice, and since we're all hustlers, we're working hard. So this is one of the few ways we're not working. And a lot of times, like most people here, are just listening because they know and they're still working. Iguana. Yeah, I heard something about iguanas falling out of trees or some crap. It's so cool. Yeah, I agree here, Lynn. Yeah, it's good to cross, because you have a lot of the Poshmark people, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of girls in mine that need to be looking more at Poshmark. And then like Val Milk she's going to start looking at eBay eventually, probably this year, and she needs to see how easy eBay really is. Because once you have shipping down, eBay is fairly easy. You just once you order your labels off of eBay site, I mean, and okay, shipping plus just knowing how to take a good picture. So she already knows how to take a good picture being on Poshmark, and then she already knows the shipping. So it's just getting in there. But we've all been there. I don't want to do Amazon for the same freaking reasons. So we're all trying to. That's why I like Pittsburgh and Nate, because they're kind of showing how to do a little bit of Amazon, showing how it can be done. Kevin, yeah, I could see that maybe. Just old. Mountain Man, it's how we learned. Yep, agree. Um, yeah, you need to do some lives, Mountain Man. Like I said, contact me and on Instagram. I'm Bluegrass Picker, or it may be Bluegrass Pickers. One of them, I can't remember. I couldn't get it, so I had to do S. Well, Harry, you do freaking. You're my favorites live, that's for sure. And you're not doomed from that. Ever since Lisa, you said that someone said you sound like Roseanne. Now that's all I hear when I'm not looking at you, because your laugh does sound like hers somewhat, and I was winning weird. Now I can't get out of my head, but it's to me it's flattering because she was awesome. You know, still is. She's just funny as hell. She just says it. Rob's fault. I'm sorry, I don't have you as a moderator. Anybody that knows Rob's fault. That's cool. Here's Lynn, daughter. She's 14. That's why I'm trying to get my buddy Road Warrior Reseller. He's got a girl that's 15, and she thinks this way, and she's smart, and um, I think it's the way of the future. Especially, a lot of the ones that are doing it now started with when the crash happened in 2007. So if our economy goes down just a little bit, I think it will. Um, Even more people will think about it. And I mean, box stores are going out. I mean, there's just less and less places to even buy stuff, honestly. So yeah, Valmec shipping, I understand. Um, but one thing that's nice about eBay, money today. You don't have to wait 2 weeks like Amazon, Flea Market Boost. You have to wait a month. You know, um, and you can sell GSP out of country. So you can sell out of the country, and GSP send it to a warehouse, and they take care of it. Of course, a lot of people from other countries don't want to buy GSP because they charge an extra amount to do it. But it also opens you up to things, because on some big items they'll spend $50. I've sold 2 autographs, Patrick Mahomes autographs, to Canada with GSP. So I mean, you can open yourself up to different avenues, and since you're clothes, so I know some people that cross post Poshmark and eBay, and some of their clothes, I think it just depends on what clothing you're selling, sell better on eBay. So um, you got this, Val Milk. Shoot. Yeah, exactly. She'll do great on eBay. I just need more videos where she's shooting stuff. That was fun. That was seriously, I'm not kidding on that one. Can Man. Hello, everyone. Bluegrass, what's up? Can Man. I don't know you from anywhere. Are you a reseller? Thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. Copper State Treasures. Nice joining us. I'm not sure if I've seen you in chats, but if you're a reseller, just kind of tell us where you like to sell and what you like to sell, and just join a chit chat. Yeah, I love Roseanne. I grew up on that crap. I used to always think Roseanne was like, you watched a Cosby Show, or you know, all these other really high. That's not how real life was in Missouri. The real life Missouri was like Roseanne. Like there was real problems. and they talked about the problems, and that's why I liked it. Not like a doctor and a lawyer having kids, you know. It's not. That's the 2%. If uh, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, I love that show, but I mean, people are judges. That isn't. It's not very pliable on everybody else. So that's why I always like Roseanne. It was more Roseanne, Roseanne. Rose. We don't like the thought of being Roseanne. I think it's, for me, it's flattering because I love Roseanne. So I'm sorry if you took it wrong. I did not mean that at all. My kid was good. She'll get interested in the first sale she has that she thought of. That then she'll go, My nephew's so smart. He's 8. And when I told him I buy something for one price and sell it for more, he's like, you can do that? You could just see the wheels spinning like, well, why wouldn't everybody do that? You know, it was just so funny. That kid's so smart. He had a we had this riddle book because he's so smart. We don't know how to challenge him. He reads constantly. He gets up, he starts reading. So we had this book of riddles, and so we're trying to get him to try to answer riddles. He was coming up with better riddles than the answers were. I'm like, what the? This is fascinating. This kid's this kid's gonna be something else. Direct international. So yeah, I need to, and that's something I haven't done too. I need to do international shipping, USPS pirate ship, and just bite the bullet. But I just think about having it sitting out there for a month, not knowing. You know, you don't put free returns, and so you know they probably won't try to return it on you. And most of it has an insurance to a certain point, and you're not, so there's nothing to be scared of. It's just another one of those things I need to do. I need to tighten up the business. I think that's what we're all trying to. I think that's what we're all doing. Is we're kind of pushing each other along like ducks, helping each other out a little bit. Lisa is a great talker. Rob, I know Rob interjects in at the right times. I freaking love it. I don't like it when they're not on. Yeah, I use Facebook Marketplace to take pictures of stuff in my antique mall and flea market booth, and then send them there. And so I don't have to go meet them, and it works awesome. That way, I'm just advertising my flea market booth for free. Hey, Storage Slayer, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you. Thanks for commenting on my videos. I always appreciate it. Good. I'm glad you considered a compliment because it really was. It sucks that, she had to sign over like it was her thing, but she did it because she wanted them to keep making money because she liked the actors, even though they didn't really stick up. And I'm not going to get in political or anything like that, but we all need to forgive each other a little. If you knew that she had split personalities and what she'd gone through, and she literally, I mean, she's, you know, just give each other some breaks now. I'm not saying that she did the right thing. God, why am I talking about that? You have to leave the house, but I'll leave in the background. Thank you, Candace. Appreciate you. Hey, Donatello. I'm sorry I missed you there. How do I miss the dancing? I like how everybody has a little entry into the live chat. I love it, honestly. I noticed one day that a lot of people, when they say my name, they were saying it the same way. And I realized that's what I say in my video at the end. And thank you for, or I, what do I say? Uh, uh, thanks for watching Bluegrass Picker. And I say like Bluegrass Picker. And people always say that when they see me live. Oh, Bluegrass Picker. I guess I didn't even realize it. It's kind of like Vala Milk realizes that when she says it, she kind of boop, and then it's kind of her like, I dream a genie, boop. And I mean, becomes, now people want it, I guess. Nothing wrong with a little poke. Copper Street Treasures from SNL. I guess I don't remember that skit. I love SNL. Gosh, that's what me and my buddy wanted to do, is have like a live chat. Eventually, me and my best buddy are going to be doing a live chat, and it'll be not reselling it, but it'll be just probably stuff that's. I hope my nephews won't be seeing it. Everybody join each other's chats. I mean, other channels. Everybody's really good in here. That they all create. I usually say put a 1 in there if you were looking for subscribers. But everybody here should be joining each other anyway. I shouldn't have to tell you that. Storage layer made you mad. Ooh, nope, hard to make me mad. Holden SNL's best? Well, of course. If you didn't like Farley, we're not friends. You should just leave this chat right now. I ain't kidding. I mean, you saw the headline that I put on this video. It's Bo's World, Wayne's World, party time, excellent. I mean, it's me and him still. We go home from parties, get drunk, go home from parties, go home early at 10:30, and everybody else stay up till midnight 1 just because we want to watch Saturday Night Live, and then go hang out with our girls. Yeah, we're weird. But that's back when you had to go home, watch the game. You had to watch it on TV. You couldn't just watch on your phone. Pirate ship, simple export. Yep. 4 dozen countries. Yeah. See, that's all I want to know is if I can limit it down to the countries I want to send it to. That's exactly what I want to know. See, we can give each other some good information, my friend. We need to do some lives. You did good on that live when I was watching. You got a big smile all the time. That helps. Yeah, I'd like to get I'm looking forward to Resale King tomorrow. I need to talk to him after we get off here. He's working 3 to 11, so I don't shit to get out his hours. Idiot. But we're gonna go do a live tomorrow at 11. Try to fit in between everybody and just answer some questions about flea market booths. And we know that we're about the same. We might be able to grab some subscribers from each other because we are interested in the same things. And Mountain Man Treasure, we should do some of those too. I want to see a Harry Humstone and a couple of pickers live all together. That's what I want to see. Maybe that's just me. Thanks for everybody for joining in. Give me some watch hours. 27. I think that was the most I've ever had in the chat. 20 something, whatever it was. Yeah, Mountain Man Treasure. I've been watching him for a while. For his comic knowledge and stuff, and he responds to me when I talk to him, so I really appreciate that. Don the bargain hunter, and then I like the auction professor too. I like those guys. Auction professor makes you think about, like, he's whittled it down to knowing how he can make his inventory so small that he doesn't have to store much, and everybody should be really following him. I mean, he's got a different way of doing videos, but Bolo's out the wazoo. It's crazy. If anybody has any questions, just give me a shout. About whatever. I don't know. My lawn business will be starting up here pretty soon. I'll be probably having a new channel. It'll be about how to get your lawn business going for the year. Because actually, I'll probably get a lot more subscribers for that stuff. And especially since I know how to edit and actually do thumbnails and all that. And then I can do my power washing, because really people love to watch power washing. It's mesmerizing, and it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Copper State Treasures, where are you at? What state? I am Springfield, Missouri. It's the southwest corner of Missouri, kind of south central, southwest. 30 miles north of Branson, where all the country singers sing. And bluegrass is close. And I'm a big Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, into hair bands of Metallica, Motley Crue, and Poison. Then it became Dave Matthews, Pearl Jam, Nirvana kind of stuff. And then it became bluegrass last few years. I always like music, so still deep down, it's always Led Zeppelin. Because good Lord, if you don't like Led Zeppelin, get out of my chat. Out. I don't need you. Hey, Justin. I'll never forget that, Justin, when you came in and you timed out your wife because I hadn't made her a moderator yet. That was one of the funniest things. I'll never forget that. That was hilarious. I love when couples can still tease each other. You know they're really in love if they can tease each other because they're still thinking lighthearted, you know? It's rare. It's hard. It's hard to be in that place. Yeah, me and Andrew talk quite a bit. Profit Monsters. He knows his vintage. Man, Florida, man, they get that vintage stuff. Everybody moves down to Florida and like, we don't need clothes. I just need 5 tank tops. They just give away all their stuff. And it's people that were like probably wealthy people most of their life. They retired. They have when they were in their prime, it was the 80s and 90s. And they don't need it anymore. Boom. It's pretty amazing. Because you just don't see that stuff. I got a Cowboys starter jacket that I got for 20. It was $20 here and I'm still not selling it. But I probably just have it too high. Storage Slayer, need to learn how to do thumbnails and editing. All I have is my phone. You can download Canva and it's free, and you can make some thumbnails on there or on your desktop. Oh, you don't have a desktop. Okay. Because TubeBuddy makes it really easy. I'm not sure you can, I don't think you can edit. Yeah, you need a dash. So, yeah, they'll give you YouTube Studio. Make sure you're using YouTube Studio. They'll give you options on. I think you can still do it through your phone app, and it'll give you options on the thumbnail. They'll choose like 3, and you can choose one of them. And just as long as you're getting like try to get your face not looking down or something like that, because YouTube wants an algorithm where they like a expression too. Just in case you're wondering, because I've kind of studied a little bit about the creating part of it too. I really like the Nim brothers. They know what they're talking about. They've been around. They have a Saturday morning live chat that's awesome, and they'll get to a lot of your. I don't know how they get to it, but they've been doing these live chats so long they can really get to it still, and it's amazing. But you need to, if you're creating, you need to learn how to do the thumbnails. Man, TubeBuddy is amazing to me. Sorry, I'm behind. Just did a video in which I appreciate him being so open. Yeah, I agree. Both of them. That's what I love our community. We don't mind giving. We feel like we'll get back just as much. You know, for some reason, it's community. It's a lack of community in this country. You used to be a performer. Cool. Sodar City, yeah. Sodar City is not bad if you go to the right time of the year. I don't know how I go to that to bluegrass. Well, really, is I've always wanted to play fast, and bluegrass is really quick, and so it fits me. I like to play songs, but honestly, a lot of guitarists are probably the same way. They're fitting the singers, and they want to go faster too, and that's why the solos are fun because they can actually do what they want to do. Zeppelin, All My Love was my wedding song. Freaking one of my favorites. I remember I got to high school. My dad had a lot of records, and I listened to all Zeppelin. I remember getting to middle school and being like, "Oh, Stairway to Heaven." They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Led Zeppelin." I'm like, "What? Who's Led Zeppelin?" I'm like, "What? You guys haven't heard of Led Zeppelin?" I thought everybody had. I just, when you're a kid, you just don't know. Mind pressure washing, occasionally hydroblasting. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know anything about hydroblasting. My pressure washer is so cheap and it makes me so much money. I don't know if I want to invest any more of anything for as much money as I get out of it. It's kind of crazy. I should actually specialize only. I like to mow honestly because I like the sun, and I have a stand-up mower so I can move around. So I'm almost dancing all day, and I love to sing. So I sing all day long, and no one has to listen to me, but I can sing. 1992 Def Leppard shirt off Marketplace. Heck yeah, I'd like that Mountain Man treasure. Def Leppard is one of my favorites. People always talk crap. I'm like, yeah, but they're always happy. I mean, you can hate them, but it's not like they're good. Yeah, they're happy music. One, I like 189. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's you have a couple of watchers at like 189. Oh, you mean you have it at $189. Woo! I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to sell it. Good thing I'm just glad when it's not my size sometimes. Kenny Wayne Shepherd, yeah. Johnny Lang, yeah. I like them more than like Slash and some of those guys. Those guys are more classically trained. Slash is good and all, but even he would tell you, he's got catchy ear stuff, but it's not anything too technical. That's why I'm a huge fan of. I got on my wall back there, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Snapseed app also for thumbnails. There's another good bolo for us creators. Everybody try out Snapseed. You never know. Cooley Park is the season not as high as I wanted them to go. Like 35, 40. Yeah, I have that Cowboy starter jacket. It's perfect. I mean, I almost didn't know how good they were because I was too poor to have a starter jacket when I was back then. And it is nice. And I got it for $20. I have it listed for 89. I'm not getting. I thought I'd be getting some hits, some offers, but nothing. Plus ship, yeah. What was it again? What was it again? TubeBuddy, yep. You can choose a photo, words, or whatever. Yep. I like TubeBuddy. They give you recommendations on the keywords to use, and then you can save them in and then reuse that list. And I have to add them in every time. It's just TubeBuddy's shiz. Johnny Lang, yeah. Yep, yep. Absolutely, Storage Slayer. We're all trying to help each other out. Yeah, blues. Love bites. Yeah, absolutely. It reminds me of all the slow dances in middle school for me. Bringing me to my knees. It's no surprise. Yeah, I don't want to use anything more than 3,500. I do sidewalks and stuff. You start bringing up any more than 4,000, you start bringing up pieces of the concrete and you start getting in trouble. Um, for what I do, I don't really need it to push off any more than that. I do siding and stuff like that. So a lot of it's really, I actually back up. I, so for what I'm doing, I don't really need more PSI than that. But I've seen some of those that do go real high. I bet it'd be cool for some things, but I don't know. I think they use those on the inside on big, you know, stuff where they're doing big containers. They're trying to clean up like stainless steel things where it's this huge warehouse things. But I'm not sure. So I'd be interested to understand. But voiceovers, yeah. Yeah. I use Filmora. I've been playing with it more and more. I'll get better and better with that. Looking forward to that. Yeah, industrial cleaning since the 90s. Yeah, I'm sure if that's your main thing. But I'm a mower and I just do this other stuff on the side. Um, I'm not looking to get equipment to invest into. I actually turn away a lot of work and I'm making $150 an hour. So thanks, In It to Flip It. Appreciate you for joining. Everybody join up In It to Flip It. Good channel. I appreciate the hours. Can agree to disagree. What did I say? And there's a lot of free music on YouTube Creator Studio. My buddy was showing me that today. There's a lot of free music in there that you can overlay if you want, but we just don't really use that bit. Tax time can't be fun. Well, that's for sure. But you know, it's like I like to think like Jocko Willink. He said this last year on tax day. Oh, you got to pay taxes, make more money. And that's how I think about it. I can't. I mean, we live in the most awesome country. I'm just. I've been to other countries, and it's cool to see other cultures and stuff like that. But every time you go to any other country, you're like, USA is cool. Every time. And USA is so beautiful and so diverse. You don't need to go vacation to other countries. I've been to Italy and Turkey and Germany and Netherlands and Sicily, but the USA has all that stuff pretty much too. You know, I mean, we don't have the white maybe of Capri or something, but like mainly we have stuff they don't have at all. Especially if you include Alaska or Hawaii. Good goal. I mean, I haven't even been there. We should make sure we're vacationing through America first. Recommend it. Yeah, brutal work. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason I'm making 150 bucks an hour. That holding that grip, and I have a machine, of course, you know, the disc, and so but it's still holding. You know, I mean, you're still dragging stuff around, and it's forms. Whew, it's tough work. It's not easy. Thanks everybody joining. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Harry. Thanks for joining in. Later. I love his outro. Hey, Dumpster Diver Dad. Triple D in the house. Thanks for joining. Did you have a live yet tonight? Or are you going to go on live later on? I know you've been doing some more lives, trying to probably grab some hours too, like me. I appreciate it for joining in. Oh, okay, Chrissy. Sorry, I'm. It's hard to keep up with chat sometimes. I apologize. Yeah, Dumpster Diver Dad's got a good channel. Check him out. Gives a little different side angle on the reselling. Does Amazon, and I think his name describes it all. I love that name, by the way. 3D, Triple D. Cecilia, where is Sicily? Did you go? I went to. What was the name of it? It was up in the mountains a little bit, and you could see Mount. What's the main one? Gosh, I forget the mountain there. The volcano. And it was smoking. We were sitting in an amphitheater. There was an old Roman or Greek amphitheater, and you could see the smoke from the volcano coming out, and then the seas over there down. You can see down to the ocean from because we're up about I don't know 6,000 feet or something, and we're right there close. It was wonderful, and the pastries and stuff were. Oh, but Rome was. I love architecture, so Rome was. Oh, it was cool too. Like they would have these guys in there refurbishing things, and they were actually refurbishing it to look old. They didn't want it to look new, so it was really neat how they were playing with the shadows and like making it look worn. It was fascinating. Makes sense. You're not going to make the old city look new. No one's going to come to that city. They want to stay old. Just strange to think about. Simply. You were on earlier. Okay, sorry, I missed you. Apologize. Or maybe I sent a few viewers to you. Everybody should check you out. It's good. It's good content. I like the fire in the background. I like that. And you bring your son out. That's cool. And I liked it when your wife came out. That's cool to have when you all three come out. Yes, Taramina. You're right. Good call, Simply Dana. That was it. It's a cool little shop town, you know, touristy town. So all these little nice shops, little pastries are. Good Lord. Oh, Athens was cool. Mount Etna, good call. How have I forgot this? I don't know how. It's been 12 years. Yep, Mount Etna, and it was just it's cool to think of that whenever Mount Etna was exploding, you'd be there in Taormino in that theater watching people perform, and there'd be this lava flowing down this volcano behind it. It's fascinating. It's fascinating. That's where your family's from. Yeah, it's yeah, it was so busy, but it was worth it to me. I've always wanted to see the Pantheon, and I wasn't disappointed. It was awesome. Hey Chris, hey OSP, everybody check out OSP, Old School Picker. Sorry, I have all my slangs, and he's got some content that's really good, and he's got some good insight on different things, and he's going live more and more, so you can check out some of his stuff. 2 to 3 million, 23. Yeah, I know. I looked into that stuff. It is crazy. It makes sense. People want to fire on their TV, use it as their screensaver. Did you try arancini? What is that one? There was a lot of pastries I tried. I just started throwing them in my mouth. And you can see I'm not a big dessert guy, but when in Rome, literally, I mean, oh, just how flaky everything was. It was, I, you know, good lord, rice balls. Interesting, man. That's my favorite thing is food when you go to other countries. I haven't eaten pizza since Rome. I mean, why the hell would I? Because you know, you see them rising the bread early in the morning, the dough, and then they had the fire pits that were smoking. It tastes like smoked wood. It was amazing. Wish I knew how to make that. It sounds good. Thanks for joining Simply Dan and Tracy. I appreciate you all for interacting and chit chatting with me. Go Chiefs! Yes, dumpster diver, Dad. It's been fun to watch him. Been a fan for so long, and something me and Dad talked about over the years and watched together. And so it's kind of fun. It's like our little thing that we can, um, you know, how it goes. Cool, uniquely me. Yeah, food no matter where I am. I love going to the East Coast. Oh, blue crab. Oh, my uncle lives out in Maryland. Oh, it's like Homestone lives out there. You get blue crab all the time. I'm jealous. Good lord. Well, honestly, when I went to Rome and we took a cruise too. We went to um, Athens and Turkey. The cruise food was unbelievable. It was almost like I was on a vacation from vacation on the cruise because I didn't, you know, do I get off on a Greek island today? I don't know. Maybe, I may just swim all day and run around the top of the ship and eat a buffet 3 times today. It was pretty fantastic. I never wanted to do a cruise. Now I kind of seems like more of a vacation to me in a weird way. I love sitting out, reading, journaling, watching stuff go by. It was a lot of fun. I recommend it, and I never used to. I always thought it was stupid. Cruise? That sounds stupid. Yeah, probably. Yeah, Tracy lives in Texas. Such good food down in Texas. The best barbecue is the dry rub Texas Austin style. That to me, we have one place up here that has it in Springfield, and it sells out every day. I don't like the St. Louis style where they slab on a bunch of shitty, sugary, kills the flavor of the freaking food. Because I want to taste the meat. I don't even understand that. Kansas City's got pretty good barbecue. Yeah, good brisket you just can't freaking beat. Especially because the extra fat actually collects more of that smoke flavor. One I like to do is reheat, buy a lot of the brisket, then reheat it real slow, but I make it with eggs. So instead of bacon and eggs, I'll do brisket and eggs. Oh my God. Freaking better than bacon and eggs. Yeah, I used to, I eat pretty clean anymore, but boy, I used to cook so much. I love cooking. I kind of miss it. That's the only thing bad about eating clean is I don't cook. I'm the opposite. I always love cooking. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Texas brisket. Well, um, yeah. So no one knows that up here. Texas breakfast. Everybody knows it down there. That's no surprise. That's what people don't realize about why barbecue's good. It's because the meat they're getting is the best meat, and that's why the best barbecue is it's just good meat. It's not how they not. It's not because it was cedar. I mean, apple, cherry, and something else. It's because it was good freaking meat. That's cool, Shane. Making you hungry? Yeah, no kidding. I'm thinking the same thing. I like veggies and eggs, and I like make omelets a lot. Yeah, I like the smoked flavor myself. Like thing I could do at the my natural food store, I get the smoked sweet paprika that you can buy in bulk, and it's got that kind of a. I can put it on veggies and it almost has like a meaty flavor, and it has that smoked pepper flavor, but it almost has that smoked wood flavor. And so it's funny how I can get a lot of that smoked flavor out of a smoked paprika. I really love that stuff. Yeah, I don't need sauce if it's smoked good. Exactly, old school bigger. I mean, I don't. You got to put sauce on it. I think that means your your meat sucks. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Dana. Honestly, yeah, my dad likes his smoker. He just does some electric smoker, and he knows the kind of wood chips he loves to use, and he does freaking awesome. He smokes brisket, and he does a prime rib for Christmas. He smokes turkey. He smokes it all. It's freaking awesome. Because that smoked turkey the second day is almost, it's almost better. I don't know what it is. My dog, it was so funny. I gave Bo some of that brisket that first time that my dad made brisket with the smoker, and he wouldn't stop smacking his lips. He just kept because he's tasting that flavor, and he just kept looking at me like, "Give me more! What the hell was that?" It was so funny. I wish I would have recorded that one. That would have been priceless. Is there anybody else live right now? Am I am I missing somebody? Thanks for everybody joining in. I should probably jump off here at some point. I'm just stuck in the house because it's icing outside. And no couple of pickers, dang it. No Tracy and Tommy. We need to have like a group page where we know each other's schedules better. I should just write them down. Yeah, it's about time to make some food. Bo's probably wondering. He's got me on his schedule. My buddy, Road Warrior Reseller, he drives a semi, and he went out to Colorado Springs to Ben's out there. So I'm looking forward to him seeing what he got out there. And he puts up his little dash cam and just shows he goes to Salt Lake, he goes through Sherman Pass in Wyoming where all the snow is, and then he goes up to Salt Lake City, and you know how beautiful it is going into Salt Lake City. So he's got some really cool footage that you can use in the intros and stuff. Plus he's going to just because I've watched some truckers to just show them driving, and people like to watch it. It's kind of a cool. Thanks, Tracy. Good to know. You're on Bolo Buddies tonight. What time? 7. Cool. I like Bolo Buddies. Right on. Yeah, I'll be ending. I'm gonna end at 7. Give it 6 minutes then. That's probably when you're going on. I appreciate anybody for putting up with my mouth. 10 Eastern. Cool. I need to get off here at about 16 anyway. That ring, Tracy, I know I've told you, and I know you saw it, but that ring was so cool. I wish I knew more about it. I wish more people in the chat knew, or the auction knew about it. That was so cool. I just don't know anything about, I don't know anything about jewelry. I just know it was really that deep purple was so pretty. My buddy, um, about 6 years, 5 years ago, he had started dating a girl and she had a couple of kids and she had an ex that was wild, crazy guy, went to jail and just he's a weirdo, but and my buddy loved kids, so he loved the challenge of being a stepdad and things, and he was doing a good job, blah blah blah. And the guy didn't like it and shot him in the back 5 times, left him for dead at the Bass Pro parking lot, and which is great. They did it at the Bass Pro parking lot because that's like the best cameras in the country and in the state. So there was no way him getting out of this thing. It was him doing it, so he got caught. Um, but he lived through it, and I've been wanting to do like some kind of a charity thing for him eventually because he's gonna get some stem cell stuff to help him because he can almost stand now, but he can't quite walk, and he's getting some stem cell treatments. And we ran a charity for him about like just charity auction stuff like 4 years ago. So I can't wait to do that again. It was a lot of fun to give, because I have stuff I can just give. Because just to think that it might help him to be able to walk again, it'd be awesome. Because he's 39 years old, 40 years old. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about it. I don't know how he lived. The guy thought he killed him, and couldn't happen to the nicest guy. And the hard thing about all that for him, it's not that he can't do stuff, but he's now become a burden. He feels like he's a burden on his family because they have to kind of help take care of him. And so then he feels awful for being a burden. That's what sucks. It's already bad enough you can't do what you want to do, and this and that, and you're missing out on what you're missing out on. But you feel like you're making your family miss out too, your friends, and that's got to be hard to swallow. And that's another reason why I want to run stuff for him because it's not about the money almost. So people have your back, you know what I mean? And I can't imagine you get in a place you can't even hardly have your own back. He's a guy who would do that for anybody, and before any of this happened. So yeah, yeah, seriously. I mean, those are the things we need to think about anymore, Tracy. I mean, yeah, I love Joe Rogan, and I love like watching his stuff. And a lot of people go to do stem cells. It makes a big difference. I don't know much about it, but um, it is what it is. And I hope I'm hopeful. Um, I honestly I run a lot, and when I run 5Ks. That's about right for me. I don't want to run longer than that. It hurts my body being older. But when I like to, so I could run fast. But I try never to feel sorry for myself because I just think about him. And when I get to 2.5 miles of that 3.1, I always scream, "Run for Rick!" There's no whining for me. I can at least freaking do it. And I don't know. I actually try to think about those things, so I don't be lazy. He didn't have a chance to be. So always happens to those good guys. I always wanted to have kids, honestly. But it's also just because my sister was really, she is awesome. And so I just always kind of, you don't know what you know. You only know what you know. And I always thought my kid would be like her too. That's how kids are. Um, Never happened for me, but I already know that I'd be good at it. So I don't think I needed that at all. I don't think everybody needs it, but I think I knew I'd have been good without, having to go through it. I wish, but I still would have wished it. I would have loved to enjoy it, and I could still meet someone that has stepkid or can have. I can have stepkids. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong. I was just so busy there at the end of the year trying to get relisted with everything on eBay. I want to do um, uh, what do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? I forget the name for it. Boys' school, like what do you call it? I forget the official. I don't know why I've come up with a blank, but I wanted to do and to give my time to kids that are, I forget what you call it. I'm an idiot. Telethon? Yeah, no kidding. I'm sorry, Dana. I should get off here. I'm boring you, but I thought about doing that just because I can teach kids a lot of things. Most people don't know I love golf. It's my favorite thing. Big brother, thank you. God save me. Um, but I love golf and kind of stuff I've taken away from myself because of reselling my businesses. But like that's one of my I'm so good at it and I miss it. And I would love to teach that to people. I love baseball. I'd love to teach that, but um, maybe one day. And I think that'd be a good way of doing the Big Brother system. And um, I just afraid that I get attached to um, shoot. I get attached to my damn dog. I don't go anywhere without him. I don't know why I couldn't think of Big Brother. Good Lord. How late in the night is it? Thanks, Marie. Well, I can't fool anybody. I'm not that smart. Well, I should probably jump off here. Um, but I appreciate everybody for joining. Um, I wish I had more to talk about. Thanks for listening to me if you did. And join Tracy and I live. They're going to do Bolo Buddies, Uniquely Me. If you don't know who Tracy is, I'm sorry, I always forget. And it's a good channel. It's a good channel anyway. But I appreciate y'all, and I'll be seeing you soon.